TV that was bought at Best Buy and installed by a member of what they call the Geek Squad. On LA's Most Wanted tonight, Tony Valdez has the story of a Geek Squad technician who was murdered a year ago in the neighborhood where he grew up by a total stranger.
If you're part of one of those gangs that have been scrapping along Western Avenue around 105th Street or thereabouts, and if you shot a young man on Western in front of the Maple Liquor Store on Wednesday night, February 9th, 2011, here he is. You shot him in the back and then ran away, so this is the first time you've ever seen his face. We've included his kids so that you can realize what you did to their father makes them victims too. Just in case some of your homies are watching and you didn't tell them the truth, we'll say it again. You shot Herb Seymour Jr. in the back, so all you accomplished was to make a fool of yourself and the gang.
All of a sudden you hear pow, pow, pow. He went down 5 minutes.
This is Herb Seymour Sr. recalling how Herb Jr. had walked across Western Avenue to the store to get something to go with the potatoes he was baking. Jr. grew up in this neighborhood, so he had no reason to feel threatened.
I get up to go to get the telephone, and my daughter says, Junior hasn't made it in the house yet. And by the time I get to the sidewalk, I see him laying in the street.
This is unfortunately a rival gang area where they like to shoot each other back and forth, and they're not asking your name, they're not asking where you're from, and it's affecting the lives of many innocent people.
After I touched him and felt no pulse, I knew his pain. I mean, he did not deserve that.
Never had a negative contact with law enforcement in his life. Has never been arrested, has never received a traffic citation for any reason.
As he was growing up, I didn't allow toy guns in the house. So my son never even played with a gun. And for him to get shot
in the back yeah,
is unbelievable.
Believe it or not, the only reason Herb Jr. is dead tonight is because he was a convenient and an easy target for the killer.
Sadly, I imagine he went home bragging to his fellow gang members of the work that he put in here, never knowing that he just had murdered Herbert, a victim not related to any gang at all.
The killer's name is all that's needed tonight to bring some justice to the Seymour family, and you can provide that without ever having to tell police what your name is. 213-485-1385 is the number, and there is the possibility of a $50,000 reward, which could buy you, among other things, a lot of pleasure. One look at Herb in his Geek Squad uniform tells you how much he enjoyed his 7 years working at Best Buy, installing home entertainment and computer systems. One of the tributes to Herb is this takeoff on the Geek Squad logo, right down to adding Junior where the trademark bug should be. If you know anything about the murder of Herb Seymour Jr., his children and his entire family would appreciate a call to 213-485-1385 sooner rather than later, and with or without your name. On the trail of LA's Most Wanted, Tony Valdez, Fox 11 News.